So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Welcome back to another beautiful episode, another insightful yet amazing episode like I get Beyond the Books podcast. I have a beautiful, intelligent, handsome, you know what I'm saying, handsome star in the room, and I'm not gonna do so much intros. Intro nyada because I believe we will say nalankatsik ma veins unalamani my presenting skills. Over to you. eMStar Teaniba.
I'd like to greet the viewers at home, wherever they're watching this podcast from. Thank you for having me. Allow me, as they have said, I'm eMStar Teaniba Party. The government's running Mayibongwe Shongwe. But yeah, I go by the name of eMStar Teaniba. Old boy 238, got the black super hard show on the highest level. I bring the vibes, I bring the heat, you know.
Oh my God. Clock it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You better clock it wherever you are. Viewing it now, let's show Shoba all the way. We're definitely Shoba ringing.
Yes,
so we are having Mayibongwe Shongwe by the name of eMStar Teaniba. My stage names are Matingao. But then before we dive into a lot of things, we would definitely like to know, who is eMStar Teaniba? The viewers at home, they need to know that.
And
eMStar,
for me, it's like two different people. eMStar and Mayibongwe are two different people.
Yeah.
So Mayibongwe Shongwe is just a down to earth, shy person from a young Ninja, just from Eswatini, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. From a family of 7, it's just I'm a basic person, nothing too nice about it or nothing too boring about it. It's just yeah. Then there's the eMStar part, which people see as the superstar.
Oh my God, celebrity.
And for me, those are two separate personalities, because when I'm eMStar, it always has to be, you have to be out there, interacting with people. But the real me, I'm just a shy person. I really don't like to bother someone's space here. Yeah,
I think we definitely understand the Mayibongwe and eMStar differences and everything.
Yeah.
But now we want to dive more into eMStar. Tell us about the eMStar that we know today. Yokuthi noma umuntu asukuma ayalapha etule Emporium stage la eUNESWA. Them hands will be shouting, yeah, and everything. What do you exactly do after school, after you have went to the library, after everything else? What do you really do? Look, oh, my celebrity crush is eMStar. Like, we want to know.
For me, I'm always a person who's always in their room. I always, from when I'm leave class, I just go straight to my room. It's up to me what I do when I'm there. I probably just be watching something or thinking of the pleasure that I'm not acting on.
Yes.
But I barely do music when I'm here at school. I don't do much. My mom always fights me. Not to think which is not the case. I just be if I'm failure because I'm affected, failure because I'm failure. I would sing the music later.
So when I clash, you will say if you're not doing well, she'll probably think that
it's the music, but it's not me. And I've made it clear to her. I've made it clear to her that it's not really the music. I just be failing because I don't study. But yeah, I'm able to separate the music from the education, the academic part of it. During my free time though, I do record a couple of demos. So when I get home, I meet up with my producer or manager and also my close friends. We record whatever I've been recording in my room as a demo. So for me, music works like that. We are sending the beats. I record in my room the demos, so that it's like we have a clear definition of what we want to have at the end of the day. Then when I get home, we record properly, and then we have a full product by then we're ready to reuse.
Okay, I definitely get that part. That my listener would definitely would love to know. But Is music a passion to you? How did you come about to like say, you know what, I'll venture into music. I definitely, I was built for this.
I'll be honest with you. Music. I didn't venture into music. Music ventured into me.
Oh, clock it.
Because I believe for me, music
Yeah.
is a calling. It's like a gift more than anything. You know, it's something that I feel like no matter having a zaman and I need to run away from it. It's always following me. When I woke up from like back in primary, I used to do my music competitions, and I always get the number one spot. But there was a time in grade 7 where there was like good dancers, and there was me. They had to make it a tie.
Oh.
So I've always been number one. I started doing music in grade 2, you know. But lapho bengisahlabela tingoma tebantfu. But my own music, I think I started around grade 5. And I remember very well on open day with my mom and the teacher. She asked me, what do I want to be when I grow up? I look at my mom, I look at her, Mrs. Bennett.
Yes.
I'm like, guys, I want to do music.
Yes.
There was awkward. There was just like bedrooms just
It was
became
tense,
tense, you know, and it just became awkward for them. They just looked at each other and were like, okay, we move
What
on,
is he
you know?
talking about?
So yeah, from there to grade 7, I've been doing music. Then high school, that's when I started like, you know, really feeling like this might be the thing. You know, then I actually started my professional, let me call it the professional career in 2019 after high school, you know. But yeah, it has been a good journey. I don't want to lie to you. Ups and downs, but I'm enjoying the process. I tried running away from music in high school, but then there was one teacher, Luangfava Kora,
Yes.
you know. I tried running away from music. My pastor at this church that I used to go to, what you have to do drums. So I've just been trying to move away from music, but like it just, you know, comes together. Now I'm able to
Now
play
I get it.
drums.
Say it's a calling.
You know, and now I'm able to play drums. I sat down and I
Yeah.
actually realized, but you know, this thing is more than I just keep on running away, but it keeps on finding me. You know, because Gakurai, I was one of the good tenor singers, yeah. Then yeah, after high school, that's when I started doing my own commercial kind of music. Yeah.
Okay. I wanna get on the part of the commercial part of it.
Yeah.
But before we dive into that, I heard you saying that it has been a good journey. Now, you know, in the social media platforms that we have, we would actually see people saying, we went to see eMStar Teaniba performing on the stage. You can't do that swag, blah, blah, blah. We want eMStar, this and that. So I want to know, how has that part been for you, and what are your collaboration and everything? Like, where are you going with it? So Dibona EP level. Maybe I can call it like that.
Well, I think I am growing, you know, I'm evolving. I've started blending more of English and Siswati. You know, we call it, there's a lot of genres we've created.
Yes.
Yeah, well, there was Lilau jazz. Lilau jazz, more like, there's New York jazz, you know, but we made it in Siswati, so we call it Lilau jazz to bring up that Swati, you know, elements to it. But yeah, with the people, I appreciate, you know, I still can't, you know, understand having fans, you know. I really don't even see them as fans. I just see them as people who support you. Maybe now in a business line, and like, I just see them as like people who support your business that will now turn some fruits. That's how it looks to me. I don't see them as fans, but I don't even call them fans. I don't feel I have a word for them. I call them stanners. You know, so
What does that mean?
Stanner, eMStar.
Oh,
Stanner.
Stanner. Oh.
Yeah, so I call them
That's
stanners.
cute, Stanner. I hope you get
You
that.
know, I call them stanners from high school. People who believed in me way before I even started recording.
Okay.
Yeah, I call them stanners. So whenever I say stanners, just know those are people who are supporting my music, like, fully in, you know. So yeah, with the music we've been evolving, we've been creating. There's a lot that I have this year. When I say there's a lot I have this year, there's a lot of music I have this year.
You're gonna be dropping bombs.
But it all lies on Gucci. Are we able to, package it properly?
Okay.
Because music is not just about recording. The record that we are talking about. You have to go through the process of mixing and mastering the sound. So when you mix and master, it's like you are engineering the song. If it hits the ear in the wrong way, take it back. We have to reduce the volumes here and there, and we master it properly so that when you play it on the DSPs, it sounds like a high quality kind of music. We don't want to be giving you guys low quality music. You know, to record my earphones are in my room because I know what a demo sounds like. When I record them in my room, I listen to my demo, so I can't take out a demo to everyone. For me, I always fight with my producer. He says I'm a perfectionist, but if it doesn't sound nice, there's no way we're gonna release that song. So that's one thing that holds me back from releasing a lot of music. But yeah, there's a lot of music. I just recently released Ingoma. Let's eat the plan.
The plan.
The plan just says it.
On all social media platforms.
Everywhere. It's available everywhere. What? As long as the artist, when as long as the artist says, I've released the song, never ask the question of, is it available on Spotify? Because nowadays, you can't say you released the song and then you expect people to go look for it. Find.com, So whenever someone asks the question, is it available? Where is it available? Where do you find Drake? Where Drake is that? You'll find me there.
That's good.
Yeah, so it's available everywhere. And the plan, it's just a song that says, I'm sticking to the plan. If you can listen very well on the last part before the song, I say, before listen.
Come on.
You
wanna party?
I say before igwaimane. Kwenda mna magesiptabane. Bekathetha athi anginake kungathi down, but I kept on pushing zange siphambane. I was focused in school nayo le mali. Only God made this, because when I walk around now, they already know who I am.
Like just drop the heat, man.
That song is out. It's on the plan. Those lines that I just told you are on the plan. So never like along is same morning kaleshamela before igwai mane wenda mine na magesi pa bane begateta atang naget no stami, but I kept on pushing sangas palm bane. I was focused at school like the mali. Only God made this, because when I walk around now, go check out the song.
Yeah,
go check out the song. It's really nice
check
song.
that one out.
Yeah, so that's one song that I've released so far this year, and I'm working on a lot of projects.
Yeah.
I'm on features, like really big features for me. Like I've always wanted to be on this guy's song for a couple of years, but just last week I got a text from him. It's like, yo, I'm working on that EP. It wouldn't be fair for me not to have you on it. So if you see eMStar on a very big Swazi artist project, just know I was happy to be
We definitely love that.
Yeah.
The listeners are inspired, I know.
Yeah, and I tried to make the lines more Siswati, and because also that's where I'm trying to go, mixing English and Siswati, because even our culture, we kind of now evolving go fala, my efforts like my trouble or so we blend
That is
cultures.
good.
So yeah, that's what I also trying to bring into the music. So as the music doesn't always have to be in Siswati ganga, but we can represent the language, but we can't be singing about Ulowa, all of those things. For me, I believe not everyone relates to that as much as we know. Let's just speak sometimes about everyday things, that can be a song, Yeah, so yeah.
Okay, I actually wanted to ask you about collaborations that you have mentioned that. Another question would be that I and the listener would love to know, obviously. Are you a standalone production? Do you have your own studio, or like you just go somewhere, but what you said in the presence? Yeah.
All right. I am standalone production. I'm a CEO.
Oh.
I'm a CEO of Tini Club Productions. Tini Club World Music. You know, but it's not really a record label. It's just like a creative hub for us. You know, any creative, whether you do content, you know, we've worked with Bo Body Fix, you know, for Shoshowa, you know, it's like collaborative work. Yeah, Tele Club also started in 2019, and then we have a distribution deal with the record label that's based in Germany. So yeah, Tele Club is like an actual record label, and that's how I distribute my music. Yeah, I distribute through my label. Yeah.
Okay. So do you somehow get monies from your craft?
Yeah, it does pay. It does pay. It's just that from the streams alone, you can't get money from that like enough, especially in the demography, you know. It's like few numbers, you know. My last song last year, I will go easy. The numbers were massive coming from outside the country, specifically London, you know. So in London they had more streams. Like I just woke up one day, I'm seeing the numbers, I'm like, what? A lot of people are listening this song. Like what happened, you know? Like a lot of people, and I'm speaking about close to thousands of people, you know, just on one single day, you know, without any editorial pushes. So it does pay. It's just that the streams pay little. You know, they pay little, and one way to get money from, like, for artists is through the shows and merchandise. So, and now when I meet artists, performers barely get bookings, you know. Especially now when they go rap, it's worse. And but there are shows who which appreciate yabo rappers or musicians like Shalila, hip hop and whatnot to come through and showcase their talent and pay them like the
Yeah, that's what I
standard,
did.
you know, yeah, the standard
Care to mention one or two?
mention. One that I know of, it wasn't at the those Jonathan's show, Van Zayden, JD, yo, yeah, JD, yeah, that guy really pushed you know, the hip hop culture in a way, and also Banele WJLM, he'd really make sure we sorted these artists, you know, whenever we'd have BK Lodge, I think I've been there like 3 times, and he's actually like, you know, gave out payments perfect time right after the show. When you go to the car, you'll find him. He's gonna pay you the money that you requested. Everything you asked for on the rider is there. You know, treat you with respect. You know, that's what he has done, and I've actually got to appreciate him for that. You know, treating us, even though we're not big artists, but you know, there's some professional, you know, moves in the way he carries, you know, the artist he is. But so that's one show that I, you know, live on the big organizer, the bunny the in what do they call it? The only crossover that used to be at BK, and then Jonathan the show. Others the shows. I think it was me, you know, trying to put my name out there. So I wasn't also expecting it. But also there was this promoter, he's lives in the United States now, KB the DJ. He really did come through at a time before he left the country. He really did put me on a couple of shows. My first show at Exchange in there, you know, I traveled all the way from Israel, got a stage. After the stage, good people came to me. They gave me advice. Be people in the SA industry, you know, and they kind of offered to help, you know, here and there. So I wouldn't lie. My journey, I've seen it more positive than than negative. You know?
So, okay, thank you so much for the heads up. So, with the kind of experience that you have, what can you say to a young person with a tension maybe in high school as well, and they're trying to venture into music? Maybe
Yeah.
some of them are already in the music industry and they're trying to keep hope, but then they feel like, you know what, this thing ain't really working for me because there's no money and there are no bookings and everything that somehow giving up and everything. What could be your
One thing I can say is, if you love what you do, you won't really care about who's seeing it. Man, I used to jump around the yard before I even started getting shows. My neighbors, until I got my first show, it was here in Vas. Like, Bensarangena some Vas, but I performed the university. So for me, that was really like a big deal. So to anyone who's trying to venture in the music, I would just say make sure it's something like you want to have for the rest of your life, you know? Because also, it's not a good thing when you create fans, then along the way you just leave them hanging because you found something else, you know? And also, no one owes you anything until you get to understand that you'll be at peace with a lot of things. No one owes you book supporter, even if it's your family, you know? No one owes you that. Just keep on doing your thing. People will come and right along, you know. Yeah, that's one advice that I can give. No one owes you anything. Keep your craft. Keep polishing your craft. Ignore what the negative stuff people say about your craft. You know, just keep on pushing. Yeah, and don't be afraid to create something that has never been created before. Invent. Yeah.
okay? Yeah, we're about to wrap up and everything else. But before you do that, actually wanted to know who inspires you. And then I thought to myself, hi, this person told me but was like that end up yard.
Okay, I'd say my sisters kind of brought me into music. Back in the day, not good they have the actual lyrics. So they'd sing that, then me and then I just, catch whatever they say, sing without reading. Sometimes I catch the songs before them. And I was like, I have a good listening skill for music. So, then that's how I got into it.
Okay, maybe for me and her and him, lapaya, let's say music industry and everything yet, but then we're still tertiary or in school. Can you kind of tell us how we can balance our books and our crafts? How can we do that?
I know. I wouldn't lie and say there's a method to it because I just really don't be. I really don't be doing anything. Like if a song comes through, I'm gonna record it on my phone. It's gonna stay there. The studio is at home, so when I get home, I'm gonna record. That means I have to make time to record because most of the time I'm this side. So I can say maybe studio slightly the car. Nothing as a school. If you if you're in high school, studio as now essential. It has to be at a friend's house somewhere so that you have to actually travel to go record. So you weigh your options. Yeah, I'm conditioning. I'm like, living your bill. I was 6, Yeah, I think that's what helped me. Not having my own equipment back then kind of did help.
Hope you get that. Now we're about to go and everything else, but I want you to help the listeners at home and the stands or the stanners, people who would love to be stanners, please. Can you just tell them, Moguti, how can they interact with your craft? How can they book you? I want to book you and everything and say your goodbyes.
To book me, I'll
bookings.
I'll start with that one. They can email at Tiniclub. It's tiniclub@gmail.com. It's the other one. It's the management one. So I don't think it would be possible for them to reach that one. But if ever, it's called holstermanagement at outlook.com. holstermanagement@outlook.com. But yeah, what was the question again? I'm sorry. I had the bookings. Oh, also, if you really trying to book me, you can also reach out to me on Instagram because Facebook, the communication is like a lot of messages come through, so it's hard to, you know. Instagram, you can reach out on Instagram, TikTok. Yeah. At eMStar Teaniba. eMStar Teaniba on all platforms. Yeah, that's where they can get all the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so important because the other ones, how can they interact today?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Spotify, TikTok, Apple Music, it's just eMStar Teaniba. Yes.
I say Valelise, ihame.
Thank you for watching. My name is eMStar Teaniba Opera 230. Get the Black Super Hard Show on the highest level. I bring the vibes, I bring the heat, even on the podcast. You know? Yeah, thank you.
Even in the life.
Even in the library, I also bring
And outside the life.
everywhere.
Clock it. Yeah, from me to you, superstar, a superstar dating Naira, a young, very intelligent and gifted man. Once again, upon social media, they once said, there's this guy, once again, if you're big, you're big. Ngive nje angichazela ukuthi wathole ama-streams aseLondon so ungamthenthi kanye ngingacabanga nje ukuthi local rappers or what international, we speaking international language here.
Yeah, I'm not an upcoming artist. I'm a struggling artist.
Struggling.
I'm struggling. Well, I'm here, but I'm struggling to make ends meet.
Oh my god, senzame kangaka kumcebo, but then he's saying he's struggling. But anyways, till we meet again, one love, one joy. Beyond the Books podcast has love for you. Ciao.